Aloha everyone, and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Yes, you may notice I did dye my hair again, even though it doesn't mean shit to anyone. Me and everyone else, everyone's dyeing their hair in quarantine. If you are surprised by this transformation, girl, that means you don't follow me on Instagram. If you would have followed me on Instagram, you would have known all the tea before this, honey.
You would have seen the hot scoldering tea. Yes, hunty, slay, bitch, queen, yes!
Oh my gosh, I sound like a straight white girl at a gay club. I mean, not that I'm much better. Yes, I love the purple. It was a fun moment. Brad, I loved it. But I was really tired of walking into every single room and all eyes instantly being on me because I was the only person with purple hair. And I kind of just want to fade into obscurity. Little old shy me. So I decided to go black. In today's video, I'm going to do part 2 of one of my most viewed videos on my channel. It may be the most viewed video. I have no idea. Last I checked, it had like over 8 million views. I don't know what y'all are smoking. 8 million people watching me drag on about skincare serums for way too long. Y'all need a life. I'm kidding. I love you guys. I did a video called The Truth About the Ordinary, and you guys seem to really like it. And it was really one of the first time that I publicly really showed my love for the brand The Ordinary and my support. And if you followed me on TikTok and you've seen just what's happened with Gen Z and TikTok in general, The Ordinary has blown up like crazy. It has gotten so popular. And for me, I always looked back at my video saying, oh, I already did a video about the brand and the products. We're all good. I only recently went back and looked, and I think I only reviewed like 4, maybe 5 products in that video. Not even close to the amount of products that The Ordinary produces. So I figured A Truth About the Ordinary part 2, where I delve into more products that you guys may or may not have heard some of my opinions on. And I will say, some of these products I haven't spoken about yet on my channel or on my TikTok. And I will say, my opinion on the brand has shifted a little bit more towards the negative side over time. If you aren't familiar with my Truth About videos, I take a brand and deep delve into it so freaking hard that I bore you guys to death. And then for some reason you subscribe. Who knows? The world will never know. I love to talk about brands, their philosophies, and their products, and then deep dive into ingredient lists because, say it with me, ingredients don't lie, bitch. If you want that plastered on a shirt, go to the link in my bio for merch. In these videos, I always approach each brand equally because, like I said before, ingredients don't lie. If it has an ingredient I don't like on it, I'm not gonna like the product. I've used and tested all of these products to get my personal experience, but as always, this video isn't about my personal experience, it's about the ingredients. As usual, I'm going to be ordering these from my least favorite to my favorite, starting with, unfortunately, the Squalene Cleanser. This is, from what I understand, The Ordinary's only cleanser that they have. Now, I love the ingredient Squalene. I think it's incredible. It is so good for moisturizing, hydrating, and protecting the skin. And this cleanser is described as, let me read it, a balm that melts into an oil. It's a cleanser for dry skin. Now, when I first saw this, I initially thought it was just a regular cleanser, but then I realized it definitely is a cleanser meant for people with more dry skin because it's supposed to be used to cleanse the skin without stripping it at all, which is kind of why it's a balm and cleanser in one. Now, balms are amazing for removing makeup and sunscreen from the face, and I usually like to follow up with a cleanser afterwards, but for people with dry skin, sometimes that can be a little bit too much. And going in with that intense of a cleansing system can overly strip your skin, which is where a cleanser like this is supposed to fit in. Now, in addition to Squalene, it also has other gentle surfactants, but to be honest, looking at the ingredient list, none of the surfactants are what I would deem to be cleansing enough for me to get the results that I want. Now, in these Truth About videos, I never believe in reviewing a product based off of my experience alone because it's just my experience. My skin is different from yours. You're going to respond to a product differently, which is why I focus on the ingredients, but I also think it is important to take into consideration my experience and other people's experiences as well. And I'll be honest, my experience was not great. I was hoping for better, really didn't see many good results, and most of the reviews out there I've seen from people say the same, that while it's not a terrible cleanser from an ingredient standpoint, it really doesn't do anything for your skin and it doesn't cleanse your skin enough. The good thing, like the other Ordinary products, is that it is really affordable, and that will be a common thing among all of these products. I think it's a given. Everyone knows the Ordinary is like super freaking cheap. And I don't know, I just think you can find a lot better cleansers out there. For example, if you want one that's like really basic, the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser is a great one to go with. I personally don't think it cleanses the skin very well, but so many of you guys love it, and I think the ingredients are amazing, so there's that option. There's the La Roche-Posay Hydrating Tolerating Cleanser. That's one of my favorite cleansers for dry skin of all time because it works so well to deeply cleanse the skin while being very gentle and not overly stripping it. Or there's like the Crave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. That one's also bomb if you like a little bit of a lathering experience and want more innovative ingredients than just the baseline non-irritating cleanser ingredients. There's so many other options out there that I think are better, and by no means do you need to spend a lot on a cleansing system, but it is pretty important that you're cleansing your skin deeply enough, and that's just the general consensus I've heard about this cleanser. No one really thinks it works. Moving on to the next product, it is their 100% Rosehip Oil. I apologize that I don't have the products in front of me. I have been in the process of moving, and currently all of my products are in boxes, and to give you guys reference, I spent an hour and a half yesterday looking for a single product in all of my boxes, and that alone was a struggle. So to expect me to find all of these products is just, I'm sorry. You either get that or you get the video. I can't do both. Now, I love the ingredient Rosehip Oil. I love seeing it in product formulas because it's really rich in linoleic acid, which means it's really going to nourish, hydrate, and even restore the skin from damage. And I personally have seen some incredible results from people using Rosehip Oil in their skincare routine. I think there's so many good benefits, and while I don't have a problem at all with this product, I think it's fine and people have seen great results. I personally don't take the approach of using a 100% concentration of most ingredients out there. There are very few that I justify purely for stability reasons or just on the chance that they are actually very effective on their own. Rosehip oil, yes, is an amazing ingredient, but do I think it's necessary to have it in a 100% concentration as your only ingredient for one of the steps of your skincare routine? Not really. I think it's a great ingredient that can be paired alongside other moisturizing, antioxidant, hydrating agents in a serum or a moisturizer complex that will deliver the benefits of rosehip oil while in a concoction with so many different things. And it's along the same lines of when I'm in a live stream and you guys always ask, like, what do you think of a 100% jojoba seed oil, 100% coconut oil, 100% sunflower seed oil? And again, it's like, not that these ingredients are bad, but you really don't need that high of a concentration to see good benefits. And for me, who likes to take the approach of having a very minimalistic skincare routine, you may as well have a product with a bunch of different nourishing and hydrating oils in it, as opposed to one product that's 100% concentration. The only time I would say this is definitely good to use for you is if your skin negatively reacts to everything else. There are some people who have told me, Hyram, the only thing that works for me is 100% jojoba seed oil. And I'm like, hey, if that's the only thing that works for you and everything else freaks your skin out, by no means listen to me. Do what works for your skin. But I don't know. It comes down to the conversation around a higher percentage of an ingredient does not always mean it's better. Rosehip oil is great, but I think it's fine at a lower percentage. But overall, honestly, I don't have too big of a problem with this product. Next is their 100% niacinamide powder. I am a hoe for niacinamide. You guys know this. It is my obsession. I think everyone should be using it. And it kind of comes back to what I was saying before about ingredients, that a higher percentage isn't always better. However, when they came out with this product, I will admit I was a little confused. And if you watched one of my previous videos, I wish I could remember what it was, I actually criticized this product. The Ordinary has their 100% ascorbic acid powder. And I've talked about how much I like this because ascorbic acid is known to be very unstable when exposed to light and water. So having it in a powder form really makes sure that it doesn't go bad quickly and overly sensitize the skin. But then they came out with their niacinamide powder and I got a little bit confused because niacinamide is very stable. You can mix it with most actives, if not all actives out there, and it will pretty much always remain stable and you don't have to worry about it going bad. Also, studies revolve around using niacinamide at a 5% concentration. There's really not any information about a higher percentage being used on skin and what type of results that would draw. So using a really high concentration of niacinamide is a little bit risky because we don't know what could happen to the skin when exposed to that high of a concentration. A higher percentage of an ingredient is not always good, and in a lot of cases it can make it more irritating. Take salicylic acid, incredible ingredient. If you put 100% salicylic acid on your skin, get ready for it to fall the fuck off. Peel off. Actually, I don't know if it'd be that bad, but my point is you do not want to put 100% salicylic acid on your skin. That would be dangerous to your skin. It's all about the right percentage, and just because there are products that try to one up each other on how high a percentage can go does not mean that they're better. In addition, the scooper that they provide is not sized correctly to be able to get the right amount that they suggest to use. And I don't really understand the reasoning when they have their amazing product, their 10% niacinamide serum, which works great. It's one of my favorites. It's very stable and doesn't really have a problem at all. So I was a little bit confused as to why they released that product. I think they were wanting to capitalize maybe on the niacinamide popularity that's been circling for the last year, but I think they went about it in the wrong way. And honestly, if it came down to either this or the powder, please go with this one. It's going to be less risky. Next is their natural moisturizing factors. I've talked about this in, I think, my best skincare under $10 video. I think this is a good moisturizer. It has ingredients like caprylic triglyceride and panthenol, which are known for hydrating the skin, sodium hyaluronate, a concentrated form of hyaluronic acid to draw in moisture, amino acids for soothing and strengthening the skin, sodium PCA for soothing the skin, and allantoin for hydrating, which is honestly a really good complex for how affordable of a product this moisturizer is. I'll admit, it's not one of those products where I look at the ingredient list and I'm like, oh my god, so handsome. No, it's a basic ingredient list, but it's a very good ingredient list for how cheap the product is, and honestly one that I would feel comfortable recommending to anyone who's starting a skincare routine. For my skin, it's a little bit too hydrating because I mostly have oily skin, and I feel like this one is more meant for normal to dry skin. But if you are just getting into skincare, you're wanting to try it out, you're not sure what to get yourself in the pattern of applying skincare so that you can kind of level up your routine afterwards. So not my favorite, but definitely a good option. Oh, by the way, all the products I'm talking about in today's video and all the alternative products will be listed in the description box below. If you do want to support me and my channel, I would really appreciate if you shop those links, but no pressure whatsoever. They're there hopefully to make your life easier. That's the goal. No pressure to use them. Thanks, guys. On to the next one, the Caffeine Solution. This one is popular to use on the under eye area to get rid of any puffiness, help brighten darkness, and is one of their best sellers. And I've personally used this one as well. I finally got to use it. I couldn't find my bottle forever. If you'll notice, there's a trend on my channel where I can't find my skincare products anywhere. But looking at this ingredient list, I'm instantly impressed. The second ingredient is caffeine, which means you know you're getting a good concentration. Glycerin, propanediol, hyaluronic acid, and soybean oil, which is good for nourishing and a great antioxidant. Now, here's the thing. In the past, I took a little bit of like a critical approach to caffeine, but I'm now way more open to it. I think, though, it's good to be realistic about the expectations we have for caffeine. I think caffeine is a great antioxidant. It's great for the health of the skin. There are a plethora of benefits to using it on the skin. However, in terms of reducing any puffiness, I don't know about that one. From what I've seen, there hasn't been enough substantial research pointing to caffeine being good for reducing eye puffiness. From what I've been able to tell, really the only thing that will help to get rid of puffiness is making sure you're getting enough sleep, you're not dehydrated, or using cold items like cooling globes on your under eye area. It's to see a quick difference. Now, I think caffeine has great benefits and could be really beneficial in terms of brightening the under eye area, particularly in like teenagers or young adults who aren't struggling with really severe under eye darkness. But like I said before, I think it's good to be realistic with our expectations. I didn't see any results in terms of getting rid of my under eye puffiness, and let me tell you, bitch, these under eyes are as puffy as sofa sectionals. It's bad. I kind of want to do a morning routine to show you guys how bad my under eye puffiness is, but my dignity says no. I didn't notice anything extremely transformative in my skin when using this. However, I think the ingredient list is amazing. It's a great product, and I will continue using it in the future for the benefits that each of these ingredients it's formulated with provides. And I would definitely recommend this one. We have two more products, the second to last one being the Retinol 0.5% solution. This one is very, very, very popular. I also saw this one exploding on TikTok because I'll be honest, it's a great retinol and you see good results. It's a water-free solution, which is great because retinol is one of those ingredients that's really tricky to formulate with and can go bad really quickly. Like I said, it has squalane, jojoba oils, tomato extract, which has benefits for brightening the skin, and rosemary extract, which is a great antioxidant and very different from rosemary oil, which can be highly irritating to the face. If you aren't familiar with retinol, it is an incredible ingredient that I'm constantly recommending because it basically gets rid of every single type of damage in your life, except for the emotional damage your ex left. It can't help that. Retinol will help to repair sun damage, dark spots, acne, breakouts, aging, fine lines. I mean, there's a reason why dermatologists are always recommending retinol because it really is that good. And contrary to popular belief, you can start retinol whenever because it was initially formulated for people struggling with breakouts, aka teenagers, and now has been labeled as this anti-aging ingredient when I believe everyone can use it. This is a face serum that is widely regarded as being hydrating to the skin, really plumping your skin and giving it that glow. Now, a lot of people think that this retinol isn't very strong, but I have to disagree disagree. When it comes to percentages of retinol, even if it may seem like it's a low percentage, it depends on what type of retinol it is. It could be encapsulated retinol, it could be non-encapsulated retinol. There could be different levels of strength, and this one is actually, I mean, it packs a punch. The only thing I don't like about it is that it tends to be really liquidy, and it's very difficult to portion out an exact amount, because when you apply it on your skin, because it's so liquidy and watery, it feels like it instantly absorbs before you have any time to spread it around your face. And I get a little bit nervous about this because it's really easy to overuse it and use a lot more product than what you actually need on your face, which is why I usually like retinol products that are more serum or moisturizer based, because you can correctly portion them out. I see this product recommended constantly by chemists and dermatologists, and I have to agree with them. I think it's awesome. Only other thing I don't like about this product, and this isn't The Ordinary's fault, it's more so that I just see people using it incorrectly and too often. I have seen this serum show up in so many people's daytime skincare routines where they don't use a sunscreen, they're using it every single day, and they're using a lot of it. Here's the thing, retinol is an incredible ingredient, but you have to play nice. Retinol does not like it when you use it too much, and you can see a lot of irritation and sensitivity from it. Not to mention the crazy amount of sun damage that you're going to get if you don't wear a sunscreen while using retinol. So if you are going to use this product, I forbid you to do so unless you have a sunscreen. And I'll touch a little bit more on that at the end. And then finally, we come to my favorite product from this video, the Buffet Serum, or Buffet Serum. I don't know what to call it. Funny I say it's my favorite one, but I literally don't know how to pronounce it. I always used to say buffet because I think it's so much fun. I think of like Golden Corral, but in a serum. But a lot of people pronounce it Buffet, and I actually think that's the correct way to say it. So boring. Anyway, this formula is amazing. The third ingredient is Lactococcus. So much for a family-friendly channel. But you knew that, bitch. At this point, it's your fault for not knowing. This ingredient is a ferment. It's a soothing probiotic that's great for anyone with sensitive, irritated, or dehydrated skin. And I really love probiotics. I don't think they're the miracle ingredient, but I think they're a really good type of ingredient to have at least somewhere in your skincare routine, particularly if you are struggling with any type of breakout or acne. It has an impressive soothing and anti-aging peptide complex, and peptides are one of those things that they tend to be found in more pricier products because they are very high quality ingredients. So to see them within these formulas is, to me, very impressive and shows the high quality nature of this product. A bunch of amino acids and sodium PCA. So this really is the type of product that works amazingly for your skin if you have sensitized, red, reactive, irritated skin, which if you try any type of skincare, it's inevitable one day that's going to happen. The results I saw from this serum, I think it's great. While it's not one of those serums where you see instantaneous results, it is one of those products that you have to invest into and you will see results over time. And that's what I've seen with this one. And I think it's really great for anyone who wants to invest in the health of their skin. The one downside is that it is a little bit more expensive than their other products, but I personally think this is due to the high quality ingredients that they're using. And given that it's still cheaper than the majority of drugstore skincare products out there, I don't mind paying for good formulas. And I think one of the reasons I love this product so much too is that it's a very well-rounded product. And I've talked about this in my previous video about The Ordinary and multiple times in the past, is that one of my biggest challenges with Ordinary is that while they have good solutions that will give you results that you want, they don't develop as many well-rounded products. And here's kind of the difference. You have, for example, their niacinamide serum. I love it. It gives you niacinamide, just what you need. That's it. But you could also invest into other types of serums that have niacinamide there's nothing bad with either one. And that's why I think The Ordinary is a great brand for anyone who's starting into skincare. But by no means does that mean that The Ordinary is my favorite or that I even believe it's the best. And I know I'm talking about the Buffet serum, but this really is one of my big concerns when it comes to The Ordinary overall, is that a lot of their products are more supplemental. They are great in addition to a stable skincare routine, but they by no means are meant to replace your entire skincare routine. And this is where I want to get into the new hesitancies I've had about The Ordinary. Now, you guys know, without question, love the brand, love the formulas, love what they stand for, think they're great, we've established that, now we can get to critique. Truthfully, if you would have asked me a year ago what brand would blow up among Gen Z, the last brand I would have expected is The Ordinary, because their products are so confusing. Like, looking at the names and understanding the ingredients and the formulas, it takes someone who really knows a lot about skincare to be able to fully understand everything. But because of their price point, they have been really attractive to a Gen Z audience. And like I was saying before, the majority of The Ordinary is supplementary skincare. Skincare that is great to add on to an already good routine. But I've seen so many people where their entire routine is an exfoliant from The Ordinary, the niacinamide serum from The Ordinary, the rosehip oil, and the hyaluronic acid serum. And that's their entire routine. And I don't want to shit on everyone's routines. Well, no, okay, that's exactly what my channel is all about. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't want to make anyone feel bad, but The Ordinary products are not meant to replace your basic skincare products like a cleanser, serum, moisturizer, and sunscreen. These formulas were made to be used by people who already have a really good understanding of skincare and know exactly what to add into their routine. So while I've always loved The Ordinary, as I've really been seeing them blow up among a teenage audience, I've started to get more and more concerned and more worried about how people are using these products, which comes to my next hesitancy. A lot of people are using the products wrong. Take, for example, the AHA BHA peeling solution. I've always loved that product, but I've pretty much wholeheartedly stopped recommending it on my channel. The reason being, I saw too many people using it wrong. People were using it 3 to 5 times a week and not wearing a sunscreen, which is oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The worst thing you can do to your skin, because that will only increase damage and aging rapid speed. And I've seen the same thing happen with the retinol, the hyaluronic acid serum, the glycolic toning solution. A lot of The Ordinary products are being overused because they do provide that instantaneous result, but people get addicted to that. And they may not want to be patient and just see the instant results. And more likely than not, you're hurting your skin in the long run. Skincare is about patience, consistency, daily routine, prevent problems in the future, not anything super immediately transformative. And I will say another hesitancy, even with these products that I mentioned from my least favorite to my favorite, I still don't like these products as much as my first ones that I mentioned in my first Truth About The Ordinary video, like the niacinamide serum, the peeling solution, and other products like that. Those remain my favorite. But I have yet to find any products that truly match my level of amazement as I've had to those initial products. And then my last concern, I do think there's other brands out there who offer more well-rounded formulas. Formulas that make sure to properly moisturize, condition, hydrate, and protect your skin from all different fronts. Formulas that utilize natural extracts and a plethora of really beneficial ingredients. One of those brands being, for example, the Inkey List. They're pretty much exactly the same price as The Ordinary, but in my opinion, you're getting more well-rounded formulas. If you want to learn more about that, go watch my Inkey List versus Ordinary brand review video. I basically take their similar products and line them up formula by formula and compare which one is better. But sneak peek, I do believe the Inkey List is better if you're wanting more well-rounded formulas, while The Ordinary does offer some good ones that you can add on to your skincare routine. And I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, I just want to reinforce that because as I see The Ordinary getting more and more and more popular, I get worried that people are using it incorrectly, and I don't want you to see negative results from your skincare routine in the long run. Which is why, like I always say pretty much in every freaking video, cleanse, treat, moisturize, and sunscreen. Those are the most important things. Make sure you're doing all of those and then you'll be good to go. Whew, this was a video. How long are we at? 1 hour and 15 minutes. Bro, it feels like it. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. What do you think of these products? Have you tried them? Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Are you still a fan of The Ordinary after they've gotten super popular? What are your thoughts? I would love to know. Like I said before, still a fan of the formulas. I will stand by this niacinamide serum till the day I die, but that doesn't mean we can't offer helpful feedback. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram so you know the next time that I decide to dye my hair another crazy color. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.